Yo, what is up, sexy beast? Crazy Rabbit here, and today we're gonna be doing top 5 non-infinite damage wonder weapons. That means eventually these weapons are gonna stop working, and then they eventually will just turn into poop. So let's go ahead and get the shit started. Coming in number 5 is probably gonna be one of the weakest wonder weapons, the ray gun. Now this is probably one of the weakest wonder weapons because all 4 players can get it. Everyone in your game can actually get it. So I mean, it would kind of be a little OP if this weapon was actually a lot stronger. I mean, if everyone could get it and it does like infinite amount of damage, then like no one's ever gonna die. Like that's just OP as shit. But the ray gun is a fantastic weapon to have on early rounds. It's really easy. It's going to make you fly through the rounds. It's going to save your ass so many times. As long as you have flopper. If you don't have flopper, you might want to be a little bit careful with it because it does do explosive damage if you shoot it too close to your feet. So you want to watch out for that. But the ray gun's going to eventually stop really working around 30s and 40s. And then after that, you're kind of just wasting your time. It's just going to take too many shots to really do anything. So the ray gun is a really good wonder weapon to have on early rounds. I really wouldn't want any other wonder weapon on early rounds. But once you really start to get up there, the ray gun just turns into poop. So let's go ahead and get on number 4. Alright, and coming in number 4 is going to be my personal favorite wonder weapon, the Scavenger. Now, Scavenger is going to eventually stop working around round 36, I believe. I can't exactly remember the exact round, but I'm pretty sure it's around round 36, 37, around there. Once you get to that, it's going to start to take more than one shot. Now, the Scavenger is a really good weapon if you have all the zombies in a horde. So the ray gun you could use against one zombie or a horde of zombies. It really didn't matter. But the Scavenger, you really kind of just want them to be all in one big horde, or just sort of in one big area, because this does have a pretty big blast radius. So you can shoot it right here in the middle where I'm shooting it, and if you're like on an early enough round, it's just going to kill literally everything in its path. As long as it's pack-a-punch. When you pack-a-punch it, it gets a larger radius. But once you get past like round 36, the Scavenger's going to take more than 2 shots, and then eventually it's just going to take way too many, and it's really not even going to be worth it. Unless you want to keep it to kill George, then that's what I would definitely recommend you use it for, to kill George. It's going to take him out pretty quick. And one thing that a lot of people may not know is George does have a set amount of health. So if you're playing on solo, I don't remember the exact amount, but I'm just going to hypothetically say it's around 300,000. So if you're playing on solo, he has that amount of health. He never regens, he can only go down. But if you're playing with more players, however many players you're playing with, his health does go up. So if you're playing with 4 players, he's going to have the most health he can possibly have. And again, he can never regain health, so it's going to be pretty easy to kill him. But it's going to be easiest to kill him in solo. And if you're playing with friends, I would recommend somebody get the Scavenger and a couple other people get some sniper rifles and take him out. But other than that, Scavenger's a great weapon. It's got a huge radius, and that's just what I love about it. And I just love using it. It's a really fun wonder weapon to use. But unfortunately, it does not do infinite amount of damage. So let's go ahead and get number 3. Alright, and number 3 is going to be the Blundergat. Now the Blundergat is a very powerful weapon, either if you have the Sweeper or if you have the Acid Gat. Doesn't really matter. They're both really powerful weapons, mainly because they're shotguns, so they're supposed to be powerful. The Blundergat, I think, is like one of the only shotguns that actually does what a shotgun should do and be powerful at close range. So the Blundergat's going to last you until round 40 if you have double tap and you aim for the head. After that, it's going to start taking more and more shots to actually kill zombies. So then eventually after that, you're going to want to start using the upgraded Tomahawk. But, I mean, you can even still use this to take out Brutus, or just take out the occasional zombies, or just shoot into a big horde, because you'll eventually just weaken them all, and then it'll just be easier for your Tomahawk to kill them faster. So the Blundergat is a very powerful weapon. There's really no downsides, in my opinion, unless you're using the Acid Gat. Sometimes that can be kind of annoying with all those explosions going around. But, I mean, hey, you get the monkey bomb effect, so I guess that kind of makes up for it. I mean, there's really no major downsides to the Blundergat, other than just doesn't do infinite amount of damage. I wish it was a little bit stronger, but, I mean, compared to other shotguns, it does a pretty good job. So let's go ahead and get number 2. Alright, and coming in number 2 is going to be the Ray Gun Mark II. See what I did there? Yeah. The Ray Gun Mark II is a fantastic weapon. It's one of the most powerful non-infinite amount of damage wonder weapons. That just sounds really weird when I said that. I don't know why, that sounded really weird. You guys know what I meant. It's a very powerful weapon. Not because of its base damage, but because of its headshot multiplier. As long as you're aiming for the head, you're going to probably be able to kill zombies up to like round 70, I believe. I think that's what it came out to be, like around round 70, that's eventually when it's going to start to take more and more shots to actually kill zombies. But I mean, up till then, as long as you're aiming for the head, you'll be able to easily kill zombies. It's just that powerful and has a really good headshot multiplier. That's what makes this Ray Gun Mark II such a great weapon. And also, there's no chance of killing yourself, so I mean, you can shoot at the ground all day. You're not going to get any explosive damage, and like this weapon is just 10 times better than the original ray gun, and I love the Ray Gun Mark II so much more. It saved my life so many more times than the ray gun. But I mean, we all have to love the ray gun. It's like the original wonder weapon, man. I mean, if you ever played Nocturne and Toten, the joy you got when you got the original ray gun was pretty awesome. But I mean, that's kind of getting replaced with the Ray Gun Mark II, because whenever I see the Ray Gun Mark II, I just get all fangirly, and I'm just like, oh god. Like, you know, sort of like that. But that's besides the point. Let's go ahead and get number 1. Alright, incoming number 1, did anybody really have to guess it? It's going to be the Sliquifire. Now before they actually patched it, I believe the Sliquifire did actually do an infinite amount of damage, but they saw it was OP as hell. Now it's only going to last you until round 100. Then after that, that's when it's going to start taking more and more shots. I mean, with this weapon, you could literally just sit in a corner and do absolutely nothing. You really don't even have to move. There are certain spots on this map to where you can just sit in a corner, shoot this weapon every couple seconds, and you're gonna be good. It's just the only problem I have with this weapon is that stupid jizzy stuff it leaves on the ground. That stuff is so annoying, especially if you shoot it in an elevator. Just trying to stay on that elevator while you're slipping and sliding on this purple semen is incredibly frustrating. Like, I hate that. But I also love trolling my friends with it and shooting it right on the edge of a little drop and watching them try to run and jump, but they just slide off the edge and die. That's pretty funny. I like doing that. So I guess it kind of evens out. Like, you know, it's going to kill you sometimes, but you can also use it to kill your friends. But that's not really what we should be talking about right now. So this weapon's going to last you till around 100 after that, 2 shots. But I mean, really, if you're going to around 100 on Die Rise, like, you might have some problems. Why would anyone ever want to play that map? The only reason I would see anyone wanting to play that map is for this weapon, and even then, this weapon really it's not really that fun to use in my opinion. It's a great weapon, I'm not going to deny that, but to me, it's just more annoying than fun. So I'm very curious to know what was your guys' favorite weapon on this list, and if you guys could, please leave a like and subscribe already. Peace.